About myself. I am al-Messiah Dajjal, and the time is near when permission will be given to me to come out. I will come out, and I will travel in the earth. Then, in a period of 40 nights, I will not leave a village without descending in it, except for Mecca and Taiba, Medina, for they are both forbidden upon me. Whenever I want to enter one of them, I am met by an angel in whose hand is a sword on the sheath, and he will block me from entering it. And verily, upon every mountain pass from it are angels that guard it, Mecca and Medina. As he struck his rod on the pulpit, the Messenger of Allah said, Tiba means Al-Medina. Indeed, did I use to relate the same to you? The people said yes. He said, the hadith of Tamim indeed amazed me. In that what he said was in keeping with what I related to you about him, the Dajjal, and about Medina and Mecca. Lo, he is indeed in Asham, or in the right sea rather. No, he is in the direction of the east, and he pointed with his hand toward the east. He said, I memorized this from the Messenger of Allah, Muslim. The hadith of Fatima bint Qais, Muslim related the same hadith through different chains and with various wordings. At the end of one narration, the Prophet clarified it, saying, This Al-Medina Al-Munawwara is Taiba, and that the man spoken about in Tamim ad-Dari's narration is ad-Dajjal. These compilers all related the same hadith through different chains, and about one of those chains at-Tirmidhi said Hassan Sahih. In one narration, Amir said, I approached Medina and then went to Fatima bint Qais, who told me that her husband divorced her during the lifetime of the Messenger of Allah. Then the Messenger of Allah sent him on a mission, and during that time his brother said, Leave the house. Fatima said, I said to him, I have the right of expenditure and housing until the fixed period ends. He said, No, I went to the Messenger of Allah and said, Indeed, so and so divorced me, and his brother is forcing me to leave, preventing me from housing and expenses. He sent a message to him. What is between you and Bint al-Qais? He said, O Messenger of Allah, my brother indeed divorced her all 3 times. The Messenger of Allah said, Look, O daughter of Qais, expenses and housing are only for the woman whose husband can still take her back before the third and final divorce. If he cannot take her back, then she has the right to neither expenses nor housing. Leave and live with such and such woman. Rather, live with Ibn for he is indeed blind and will not see you. Then do not marry until I marry you off. Said then a man from the Quraysh proposed to me, and I went to the Messenger of Allah seeking his command. He said, Shall you not marry he who is more beloved to me than him? I said, Yes, O Messenger of Allah, then marry me to whomsoever you love. Fatima said, He then married me to Osama ibn Zayd. That when I wanted to leave, she said, Sit, so that I will relate to you a hadith from the Messenger of Allah. She said, On one day the Messenger of Allah went out and prayed the noon prayer. He then sat until the people finished their prayer. He then said, O people, sit, for indeed I am not standing here because of some alarm, rather because Tamim ad-Dari came to me and informed me of some news that made me so happy and pleased that I was not able to take the day nap, and I wish to spread to you the happiness of your Prophet. Prophet. He informed me that a group of his cousins and him were travelling by sea. They were then overcome by tempestuous weather, and the wind forced them to an island that they did not know. They sat at the bottom of their ship and the side that was near the shore, and they landed on the island. When they arrived there, they came out upon something that was very hirsute, with coarse hair, and they did not know whether it was a man or a woman. They gave greetings of peace, and he returned greetings of peace upon them. They said to him, "Shall you not inform us?" He said, "I will not inform you of anything, nor will I ask you to inform me. However, in this castle that you have seen is one who eagerly wants to learn of your news, for him to inform you and ask of you to inform him." Tamim said, "We said, 'What are you?' He said, 'Al-Jassasa.' They went until they reached the castle. Before them was a man who was severely shackled. He evinced sadness and suffering or complaining. They gave him greetings of peace, and he returned them upon them. He said, 'Who are you?' They said, 'We are people from the Arabs.' He said, "What have the Arabs done? Has their prophet come out?" They said, "Yes." He said, "And what have they done?" They said,